driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain. Yeah, I gotta get away.
Hi everybody, long time no talk. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rose, and thank you for taking the time out to click that thumbnail. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you are a subscriber of mine, you know that I have not uploaded a video on my channel since the end of last year for many reasons. There has been so much going on at home, and I've sat down I don't know how many times to try to film this video for you guys. As the video started, you seen I was updating you guys on Robert and his condition, and because I haven't been able to get a video up at all this year in 2023. It was the one thing, my YouTube channel, that he pushed me to do and to never give up on, and to always keep chasing this dream of doing YouTube because he sees how much I love it. And I don't even know where to start, you guys. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. So there has definitely been a lot of things happen at home, and just a lot of changes in my life in general. That's basically what I want to do, is sit down and try to the best of my ability to kind of inform you guys and update you guys on some life changes and just life things that have happened. So before we get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and Lord knows my channel needs all the help it can get right now. And if you want to see more content from me, then make sure you're subscribed. Also, make sure to check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. So let's just go ahead and hop on into it. So those of you who have been subscribed to my channel know that my absence over here on YouTube has been pretty obvious at this point. The last video and the last time that I was able to sit down and upload a video for you guys was September of last year. So it has been 7 months since my last video upload. Like, I have been trying to upload like shorts and stuff like that, since shorts have kind of become popular, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as sitting down and taking the time out to really connect with you guys on a more personal level, just keeping you guys updated. First and foremost, I just wanted to give a huge shout out and a big thank you to all of you who have continued to stay subscribed to my channel in the presence of my absence, since it's been so long. It really truly means the world to me that you guys are just sticking it out with me. There has been a lot of things going on at home. As you guys know, I will put a video in the card for you guys. My husband was diagnosed with cancer in November of 2021. It has just been a battle, you guys. It has not been easy, and things have been getting more and more challenging lately, especially in this year, just 2023. There has been some really hard things and just hard decisions that I am kind of forced to make unwillingly, I guess you can say, because of just the decline in his condition. Please bear with me as I might try my best to navigate through this video for you guys, because it's going to be all over the place. And I'm going to try to go back and forth and cut into my life update video that I did in March for you guys, and basically share the story of a story. It's not a story. And I also got a promotion at my job. I am now a process assistant at Amazon, which is kind of like a manager position, causing me to work even more hours, more longer days there. I went back to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, and then have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays off. And I am at work pretty much 12 hours a day anymore, so it leaves very little time for much else. And on top of that, with my husband's cancer and everything that has been going on with him, it has been extremely difficult to just sit down and even film any kind of videos. So I wanted to really push myself today, and even if it's just a quick check-in and an update to kind of let you guys know that I'm still here and that I plan to do my best to get back onto the platform, filming videos and content that I absolutely love.
I'm going to share what happened and how we lost Robert. So my husband lost his battle to cancer on April 15th at 12:59 p.m. and ever since my life has been turned upside down, and it's been the hardest loss and the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through. I miss him every single day, and I'm gonna try so hard not to break down entirely in this video throughout the whole video.
Robert's cancer is metastatic, which means that it is spreading and it has been spreading, and he has just had a lot going on. Since my last update, or really my only update that I shared with you guys about his diagnosis, the cancer has since spread to now his brain as well as his lungs, and it has just gotten worse for him. So he has more difficulty breathing now. He has to be on oxygen, and he's had multiple rounds of radiation on his brain. Since finding out that the cancer has spread to his brain, he's had multiple brain tumors and everything, and it's been pretty devastating. But he has been fighting this with everything that he's got in him, and again, it has also since spread to his lungs, and it's just been really difficult, you guys. It's been really hard to see and just watch basically the one that you love most have to go through this and to fight for his life every day, and to know that for how long, like how long is he willing to fight, because he's never gonna be in remission. He's never, unfortunately, gonna get rid of the cancer, and it's always going to be a battle for him to fight it and suffer through it, and it's just been miserable to watch him go through it. So
I'm a wreck. I've been all over the place ever since, and I really am so compelled to share this with you guys and start a new vlog series after this video goes up. The main biggest reason is because it was the one thing that my husband told me to never give up on, which was my channel, my YouTube channel. And as you guys know, I haven't been able to get any videos up this year in 2023 because Robert's condition has gotten worse, and obviously he was my first concern and my first priority in life, just to make sure that he always had the utmost care and love and compassion and comfort at those times where he was not doing good. I'm gonna try my best to cut back and forth from when I was updating you in March, when he was just alive and well and doing well and walking and talking and everything was good. Really, we started to see a decline, or I started to see a pretty major decline in him around his birthday. So his birthday was February 15th, and he really wanted to do a similar setup that I did for him last year for his birthday, where I took him to a staycation. And
just do it in front
yeah.
of the day.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Look at that. It's all set up. That's pretty wild. Wow. Well, thank you. So what do we got here?
You see what I did?
Yeah.
Made hearts. I made a heart with the rose petals
All
and
the way to the door.
go ahead, open up. It's your one little present.
Oh, this is pretty interesting. Oh, the jump off. Cool. Both of mine are shot. I got two of them and one of them worked.
That was the most expensive one.
Yeah.
That big giant one. That was the exact one you wanted. That one you pointed out. It was like,
Yep. There's all kinds, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. It's awesome.
I took him to the hotel, and then we went to Cleveland the next day, so it was a little bit closer. He went to the main campus for all of his treatments and everything, that we can just give him the best care that we possibly could. And it was the same thing. He had a chemo appointment the next day after his birthday this year. I noticed that he couldn't even hardly breathe anymore at this point, you guys. He was having difficulties breathing. He couldn't even get from the house to the car without not being able to breathe.
He had multiple brain tumors, and they had to do 5 rounds of radiation on his brain, and he has since stopped taking the chemo pills that he was on. And it seems like ever since they stopped the chemo pills that he was taking, which his oncology team decided to stop those a few months back. I want to say probably in January at this point. But ever since they stopped those, and they think that it wasn't doing anything for his bone cancer. So it just seems like, to me personally, it was doing so much. Like, he was doing very well. He was still able to continue to work and be productive and just function and do things on his own, and there was no change in growth or anything like that. There was like no more growths or tumors anywhere or anything like that, but they felt that it wasn't doing anything for his bone cancer, so they stopped the chemo pills. And it seems like ever since they stopped the chemo pills, and since he has had a rapid decline, you guys. So he's now on oxygen. It is now spread to his lungs. Again, he had the brain mets and the brain tumors. He's went through 5 rounds of radiation to basically kill the tumors on his brain.
And honestly, I don't know how long this video is going to be, because it's explaining to you guys how we lost him and the things that he did, and like the way that it all worked out. Like, it happened fast, but it also was like he was planning things, or him and God were planning things. And if it goes in to be too long of a video, I'm gonna have to make it into a 2-part video, because I don't want it to be like real drug out in one long video. So I started to notice a change in him, more so than, like I said, on his birthday, and he really wanted to do the staycation and stuff for his birthday again. So I made sure we did that and took him up to the Hilton, and we did the staycation. And like the whole time when I took him, we went out to dinner and everything. He could not breathe at dinner or anything. He was just miserable. Like, he couldn't breathe and stuff. So I'm like, well, at least I know we're halfway there. You know, in the morning we'll get up and we'll go to Cleveland, and something is going to happen, because I'm not letting him leave unless they put him on some kind of oxygen. So we get up there, they test his blood oxygen level with the thing, have him walk around, and his blood oxygen levels were like dangerously low, like in the 80s. So they rushed him to the hospital. He was in the ICU for a week up there. It was hard for me because I had to come back home and go to work, and that's the hardest thing, is I couldn't go to every treatment with him because I have to work and provide income. And I mean, he worked too, don't get me wrong. He worked pretty much the first 15 out of the 18 months that he had cancer ravishing through his entire body. He still worked.
So I keep having to stop the video and just pause myself and take a break, because it's just not easy to talk about. And if I look different, or if you notice any type of difference right now, I am testing out colored contacts, and I took the colored contacts out just now. I've never ever worn contacts, and let alone colored ones, so I had those in for a while, and they just felt like they were obstructing my view a little bit. It's definitely an adjustment. So Robert has been getting very precise, targeted radiation done on his brain to essentially kill off these tumors that has since spread to his head and his brain. And he's had 5 rounds of it, and the doctors seemed confident that they killed off all the tumors. So they were very lucky, and they were able to go in and catch them very soon. So they were very, very small tumors on his brain, thankfully, but there was a lot of them. So the last that I looked, when I looked at his records, he had 16 brain tumors. So, but they did finish the radiation. In the meantime, he has not been on chemo at all, and his cancer is metastatic, so it spreads and it travels. And since they stopped the chemo pills, he has not been on chemo, and it just seems like, to me, that is how he since has had a rapid decline. Like, he has been to the hospital and admitted to the hospital numerous times and he's been rushed to the hospital twice now. One time from the Taussig Center, which is where in Cleveland where we go and get his chemos and treatments and stuff. We're trying to get him back on the chemo. He's been battling low blood platelet count, so if his blood platelet count is low, he can't start chemo, and it's been low, so he's just not been able to get back on it. And in the meantime, it is spreading, ravishing through his body and just like making it just very hard for him to do much of anything anymore. So again, it has also since spread to his lungs, and his blood oxygen levels were dangerously low around his birthday in February, to the point where again they rushed him to the emergency room, and he has since been put on oxygen. So he's needing oxygen to get around now. He can't hardly breathe. He has difficulty breathing, and his mobility is getting more harder for him to move around and just do normal things. So I've been needing to kind of help him more with just simple things, like changing and putting his pants on and, just things like that. And it's just so, honestly, so heartbreaking to see and to know that, ultimately that there's like nothing that nobody can do. There's nothing that I can do but to just be there and love and support him through this. Oh gosh. So I don't know where I left off at, you guys. I'm all over the place trying to get through this video, and it's so hard to do because it just further solidifies that he's gone.
He's literally right here in an urn with candles around it that are smoking the room up so bad. I've been all over the place, you guys, ever since. Honestly, grief and losing somebody that was a part of your life for the past almost 9 years is traumatizing, to say the least. And I really don't want to drag the video out and like go into every single detail, but I also want to share with you guys what had happened and why we lost him so fast.
Like I said, they had rushed him to the hospital. I sat down, I filmed that update for you guys, which is now a part of this video and combined, and he ended up coming home, and then he wasn't able to get chemo, so his blood platelet count had kept dropping real low, and you have to have a certain level of blood platelets to be able to get chemo, because chemo destroys your body, it tears your body up. And honestly, what I don't understand personally, and I'm not a doctor, this is only my own unprofessional advice on this situation, but he was taking chemo pills for like the first year that he was diagnosed, doing really well, getting up, going to work every day, daylight till dark, like physical, very hard physical work, stump grinding, cutting trees down, landscape, like very physical work he's done. And for whatever reason, they stopped the chemo pills because for whatever reason, they didn't think it was doing much for his bone cancer. So I guess I could just start with that and let you guys know where it started at. And I have a video up, but I don't know, it's since spread more. And I don't know if I put it in the update. So if I put it in the update, I'll cut it out here or I'll cut it out of there. But let's start with where he got it and everything. It started as a very rare, very aggressive form of cancer called metastatic cholangiocarcinoma, which started in his bile ducts. And because it was metastatic, it traveled and it spread fast. So it had spread from his bile ducts to almost instantly to his liver. And he also had cirrhosis of the liver because he was an alcoholic for a long time. 20-something years ago, and he almost died from his alcoholism years ago. So he had cirrhosis of the liver as well, liver cancer, and then it spread from his liver then to his back, and he had multiple tumors on his lower back and on his pelvis and everything, and they would go in there and try to do cement injections and stuff to prevent his discs and stuff from collapsing because the tumors were actually shrinking, but then it would cause gappage in his spine and in his discs, being very uncomfortable and very painful for him. So then it spread from his back with multiple tumors and stuff to his spine, and it traveled from his spine to his bones. So he was finally able to start back on another round of chemo earlier this week. Thank God, because it's been months since hasn't had any. And again, the decline in him has been pretty intense and pretty sufficient. So I'm thinking, okay, well, they were able to go in and get the brain tumors and kill those off. So now let's try to get him back on chemo to see if, maybe he can start to reverse things and turn things around again. And earlier this week, he ended up texting me at work while I was at work, which has never happened yet. He has not texted me while I've been at work, which tells me I knew it was something serious, because he won't do that unless it's something bad. And, he asked me to come home, and I had just got there, and then, he texted me again and said that he was getting delusional, and delirious. So I rushed home, and he was in so much pain, you guys, and it's just been so hard to watch. I couldn't even take him to the emergency room myself. A lot of times I'll take him myself, but there was no way I could even take him, so I ended up having to call 911 and have them come take him, and he's been there ever since. So he's been there about 4 days now, and there's just been a lot going on, you guys, and I just prayed now to give me the strength to sit down and just film this without breaking down the whole time, and so I can update you guys, and so I could try to get back into filming videos and doing the things that make me happy and the things that mean so much to me, and which is all of you guys and all of the support and just all of the love that you guys show me and my family. It just never goes unnoticed, and it means so much to me. At this point, there's just been a lot of hard decisions that I've been forced to have to make on wondering when is the right time to get hospice involved and getting the will and finalized and notarized and things that I have to kind of expedite now, because I just don't know when this is gonna end for him, and to see him suffer is just heartbreaking, you guys. That's kind of what's been going on, just to put it briefly, if you will. I wanted to try to update you guys to the best of my ability without just completely breaking down, because this has been so hard to go through. And again, it's just hard because, I could take the time from work and, be with him when he needs me the most. But then again, somebody's got to pay the bills. The house has to get paid, and groceries, and it's literally been all me bringing in income. He's been very fortunate to have some amazing people help him along the way financially. But as far as any main source of income, it's been all me, and I've had very little to no time for myself anymore. That's another reason why I wanted to sit down and do this and film this video and try to get back into doing things that make me happy, and just remember myself in the process of all this, and to do some kind of self-care. But it's hard because then I feel guilty because it's not about me right now. But at the same time, my mental health and my sanity and my serenity matter so much, especially through very difficult circumstances like this. So I don't know how long this video is at this point, because I've really been rambling and I've had to stop it and restart it and stop it so many times. I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut this video short and end this right now. I just wanted to come on here and just give you guys some kind of an update and let you know what's been going on and where everything is at. And again, I'm going to try my best to continue to bring you guys more content and more videos. I don't know if it'll necessarily be a weekly thing, but I'll try my hardest to just start filming content again and doing things that that I enjoy you know, especially at a time like now where we're trying to do any kind of pleasurable things or things that mean something to me, mean the most, and are the most important and crucial time to do so. I will also list in the cards, I do have a most recent video. I'm hoping that I have this video up before this one goes up for you guys, which is my lipstick declutter. If that video is up already, I'll link it in the cards, and if it is not up yet, it will go up, so stay tuned for that if it's not up already. I definitely want to continue on with some kind of decluttering and getting rid of and really downsizing my makeup collection. There's just so much stuff that I don't use anymore, and I know I'm not ever going to use, and to give it to somebody else that I know will get some more use and love and enjoyment out of it is always a good feeling to give back. So that's basically everything for this video, you guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it. It really does help my channel. And until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.